Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to you, Akim, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Back with another lesson. And today's lesson is just going to be about, I was asking AI some questions. The Elder Malcolm had put in our group chat about asking AI what is an Edomite, right? So I asked a question just to see what it what it says, but then it led me to ask another question, and that's really what I want to get at. All right. So I asked AI, which this is the Gemini version of it, what is an Edomite? It says an Edomite was a member of an ancient Semitic nation called Edom, which inhabited the mountainous desert region south of the Dead Sea, spanning parts of modern day southern Jordan and southern Israel, right? And it goes through the biblical connection, the text between Jacob and Esau, uh, economy, location. It goes into relation of Israelites and Edomites, uh, transition of Idumeans. You know, it goes from the following the Babylonian expansion in the 6th century through what happened between the Greeks, the Romans, and then Idumean. Then they go into the Hasmonean dynasty. So it goes through some history uh, dealing with what is an Edomite. Then I asked the question, who would be classified as Edomites today? And this was a response. No specific group of people today carries the cultural, political, or national label of Edomites. As a distinct nation, Edom vanished from historical records after the 1st century, uh, following the Roman destruction of Jerusalem. Right. However, from historical, genetic, and theological angles, modern lineage of Edomites can be traced through a few different contexts. So it goes through it. Um, It even puts us in it, Black Hebrew Israelites, a umbrella of religious movements, primarily in North America, that identify African American, Afro Caribbeans, and Hispanic people as the true descendants of ancient Israel. In their framework, white Europeans, Westerns, and sometimes Jewish people are classified. So that threw that in there, right? But their honest answer was no specific people carries that cultural identity. So I jumped down and said, who will be classified as Israelites today, right? And this was their answer. And they even put a picture at these small hats at the Wailing Wall to drive home, the propaganda. It says, unlike the Edomites, who assimilated and disappeared as a distinct national identity, the ancient Israelites have direct, continuous, modern descendants recognized historically, culturally, and genetically today, right? So just that paragraph right there, I'm gonna go into the scriptures and show you that the continuous descendants being recognized is some bullshit, man. It's absolutely bullshit. Because when you go into the history of what happened to the Israelites and who they were and where they went, uh, it was nothing continuous about it, man. All right, the true Israelites were scattered to the four corners of the earth. Certain atrocities happened to them based on based on the prophecy, based on the curses, right? And that's who you really tell who's who today, man. But according to this statement, these people, and they'll tell you themselves, they always knew who they were, right? But let's get those scriptures because the scriptures cut that. This is Jeremiah 17:4. It says, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Right? So that's a strike against you know who, and that's a strike against AI, which the AI don't know the scriptures, man. AI is good at regurgitating things, man. All right, reading somebody else's points of view, the supposed experts, and just regurgitating that. That's it, man. Because according to AI, they continuous. No, through heritage. Let me read it again. It says, unlike the Edomites who assimilated and disappeared as a distinct national identity, the ancient Israelites have direct, continuous, modern descendants recognized historically, culturally, and genetically today, meaning they never lost who they were, man. All right? They never lost who they were. You see? But they don't know who the Edomites are according to this, but they knew who the Israelites are today. And then they give you a picture of them, and they say they're the modern-ish people, man. Right? So let's go from this scripture to the book of Second Ezra, chapter 2, verse 5. It says, as for me, O Father, I have called upon thee for a witness over the mother of these children, which would not keep my covenant, right? That thou bring them to confusion and their mother to a spoil, that there may be no offspring of them. Let them be scattered abroad among the heathen. Let their names be put out of the earth, right? For they have despised my covenant. And that's what happened to the Israelites, man. We just read in the previous verse that we discontinued from our heritage. You see? So AI don't know what the hell they're talking about. They do not know who what the hell they're talking about. Everybody in the world thinks that, they are the people, but according to the scriptures, these things happen to the true Israelites. It didn't happen to them, right? So, and this is not going to be long. From here, what else did I have? This is Baruch, chapter 2, verse 28. It says, and thou spakest by thy servant Moses in the day when thou didst command him to write the law before the children of Israel, saying, if you will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations. That happened, man. Israelites are everywhere, according to the scriptures, according to the Bible, and also according to the true Israelites waking up in these last days, man, who have been scattered to the four corners of the earth, right? There was a scoffer back in the day that said GMS has gone global, and we is, man. We got camps everywhere, acknowledging the name of Yahweh Shai, man, acknowledging the understanding and wisdom and true breakdowns of this Bible in these last days. So this thing happened, man. We know. AI doesn't know, but we know, right? It says they should be turned into a small number among the nations where I will scatter them, for I knew they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves. So what do these people have to remember if this is a continuous people of modern descendants recognized historically, culturally, and genetically today? They wouldn't have to remember themselves. So once again, AI don't know what the hell it's talking about, right? It does not know what the hell it's talking about. And grab one more. This is the book of Mark, chapter 13 and verse 26. It says, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. This is speaking about the coming of Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, right? As they say, his second coming. He's coming back, right? To do what? And then shall he send his angels and shall gather together his elect. Who is the elect? The elect is talking about the Israelites, man, right? The 144,000 plus a great multitude, okay? His elect from the four winds, from the uttermost part of the earth to the uttermost part of heaven, right? So he's going to get his people and bring them ultimately to that land, all right? Hey, that's what's going to happen. You see? So, hey, that's another cut on AI, another cut on this understanding, all right? About they don't know who the Edomites who just disappeared. We don't know who they are. Hey, but we know who the Israelites are according to AI. And these people in this picture, man. Well, it's just this picture alone, them being in that land, uh, it doesn't add up when you understand the prophecies, man. When you go to Isaiah, Isaiah the 14th chapter, man. You know? So And the understanding that we have, right, through the Spirit and uh, through the elders and apostles set up to teach, eh, it goes past the understanding of AI and the regurgitation of, artificial intelligence, man, right? So Isaiah 14 has not happened yet, and it will happen. All right. We just read what the Lord is coming back to do to gather his elect. If the people are already there and they know who they are and it's been continuous, why does he need to gather anybody? It's done. You see? For all you Christians out there. But anyway, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.